Next Diomedes killed 2 sons of Dardan Priam, careening on in a single car, Achaemon and Chromius, as a lion charges cattle, calves and heifers, browsing the deep glades and snaps their necks. So Tydides pitched them both from the chariot, gave them a mauling, gave them little choice, quickly stripped their gear and passed their team to his men to lash back to the ships, smashing the lines of fighters now. But Aeneas marked it all, and oblivious to the rain of spears he waded in, hunting for Pandarus, hoping to find the archer. Find him he did, Lycaon's skilled, fearless son, and went right up and challenged him to his face. Pandarus, where's your bow, your winged arrows, your archer's glory? No Trojan your rival here, no Lycian can claim to be your better, no. So up with you now, lift your hands to Zeus. You whip an arrow against that man, whoever he is, who routs us, wreaking havoc against us, cutting the legs from under squads of good brave men. Unless it's a god who smolders at our troops, enraged at a right we failed. When a god's enraged, there's thunder at our heads. And Lycaon's shining sun took up the challenge. Aeneas, counselor of the Trojans, armed in bronze. He looks like Tydeus' son to me in every way. I know his shield, the hollow eyes of his visor, his team. I've watched them closely. And still I could never swear he's not a god. But if he's the man I think he is, Tydeus' gallant son, he rages so with a god beside him, not alone, no. A god with his shoulders shrouded round in cloud, who deflects my shaft to a less mortal spot. I had already whipped an arrow into him, caught him square in the right shoulder too, just where the breastplate leaves the armpit bare, and I thought I'd sent him down to the house of death, but I've still not laid him low. So it is some god rampaging, and here I am, no chariot, no team to speed me on, but back in Lycaon's halls are 11 war cars, beauties all, fresh from the smith and fire new, and blankets spread across them, and beside each a brace of stallions standing poised and pawing, champing their oats and barley glistening white. Over and over, father, the old spearman Lycaon urged me, setting out from his well-built halls. Take those teams and cars, he told me, mount up, lead the Trojans into the jolting shocks of battle. But would I listen? So much the better if I had. I had to spare my teams. They never starve for fodder, crammed with the fighters, bread to eat their fill. So I left them there. I made it to Troy on foot, trusting my bows and arrows, and a lot of good I was to get from them. Already I've let fly at 2 of their best men, Diomedes and Menelaus. I've hit them both, and the blood gushed from both, direct hits, but I only roused their fury. What bad luck! To snatch this curved bow off its peg that day, I marched my Trojans hard to your lovely town of Troy, to please Prince Hector. But if I get home again and set my eyes on my native land, my wife and my fine house with the high vaulting roof, let some stranger cut my head off then and there, if I don't smash this bow and fling it in the fire. The gear I packed is worthless as the wind. Aeneas the Trojan captain checked him sharply. No talk of turning for home, no turning the tide, till we wheel and face this man with team and car, and fight it out with weapons hand to hand. Come, up with you now, climb aboard my chariot, so you can see the breed of Tros' team, their flair for their own terrain as they gallop back and forth, one moment in flight, the next in hot pursuit. They'll sweep us back to the city, back to safety, if Zeus hands Tydeus' son the glory once again. Quick, take up the whip and glittering reins. I'll dismount from the car and fight on foot, or you engage the man and leave the team to me. The shining son of Lycaon made the choice. Take up the reins yourself, Aeneas. Do. They're your team. They'll haul your curving chariot so much better under the driver they know best, if we have to beat retreat from Diomedes. God forbid they panic, skittish with fear, buck and never pull us out of the fighting, missing your own voice as Tydeus' son attacks. He'll kill us both and drive them off as prizes. So drive them yourself, your chariot and your team, and let him charge. I'll take him on with a sharp spear.